I've noticed something in Austin real estate that I think needs to be talked about more. It's not about bad neighborhoods or bad deals. It's about good families choosing the wrong homes and realizing it too late. Today, I'm showing you the 3 types of regret I see most often, not so you can avoid certain places, but so you recognize the patterns before you sign that contract. The first pattern starts like this. We thought we'd be fine with the drive. Families fall in love with the home, they fall in love with the space, the backyard, and the price point. They visit on weekends when the traffic is light. They run the numbers and it all works. But what the weekend visit doesn't show you is what school drop-off feels like at 7:45 in the morning. It doesn't show you what being on the toll road feels like at 3 p.m. and what that means for your mental and financial health. It doesn't show you the standstill on I-35 that steals 90 minutes from your day. It doesn't show you what driving to date night is going to feel like, because trust me, it feels far to some. And families start to have this slow realization that they've traded space for time. This isn't about areas being inherently bad. It's about underestimating how much your commute becomes your life. You don't just drive to work, you drive to everything. These areas are amazing if you are putting down roots and you're gonna be there for 10 plus years, or if you work from home. But if your job is downtown and your life is scattered around Central Texas, the drive becomes the thing that you just didn't budget for. And then you have the new construction trap. And don't get me wrong, I personally love new construction if you buy in the right phase. And I don't know if you can tell behind me, but all of these lots on this street are empty and all of the homes around here are selling. So let's say that you are a young family and you want to sell your home within 3 to 5 years. You are going to be competing with builders who are offering interest rate buy downs and $30,000 towards closing costs. It's going to be a battle. And yes, your home is going to be nice, but it's also going to be 2 years old compared to all of these new homes that are going to be built behind me. So I love new construction if you purchase in the right phase or at the end of a build out, and you're not going to have that competition in the next 3 years. If you're considering buying new construction, it's so important to talk to your realtor and figure out how long it's going to take for builders to be done building in that specific community. But if you're planning on staying for the long term, or this is your forever home, then new construction is still amazing. Okay, so this last one is honestly the hardest to name because everything looks so good on paper. The home is zoned to good schools. The neighborhood feels extremely safe. The home itself is beautiful, but something just still feels off. It's not broken, it's just not them. For example, they may have moved for peace and quiet, but now they feel isolated. They might be wanting community, but this specific neighborhood consists more of short-term renters. They have begun to crave walkability, but everything requires a car and at least a 15 to 20 minute drive. They might love their street, but something about it just doesn't feel like home. This is where I tell families that the right house in the wrong city or community will always feel like a compromise. You can renovate a kitchen, but you can't renovate a vibe. So here's what I hear 6 months later, a year later, once we're sitting down again. I wish I looked harder at Georgetown. I didn't know Leander had that community feel to it. We should have spent more time looking at Kyle or Buda. And it's not because those places are perfect, but because they do tend to fit the lifestyle and the life that families are trying so hard to build. These aren't just towns, they truly are places where the pace matches the promise, where your commute doesn't steal your evenings every day, and where your home holds value because the community continues to grow intentionally. The right place doesn't just work on paper, it works on Monday, and it works on Tuesday, and it works on Wednesday, and it works every single day. So if you're moving to Central Texas and you want to avoid these patterns, let's talk before you tour. I will help you see past the model home and into the actual rhythm of your days. Click the link in the bio to set up your buyer consultation, or you can email the address that is in the description box below, and make sure that you subscribe for Austin and San Antonio real estate insights that go deeper than just listings. See you next time.